Hi, my name's Dylan Walker and I'm the CEO for the Secretariat of the World Cetacean Alliance, and I wanted to send a message out to our supporters about the current coronavirus pandemic and its impacts on whales and dolphins and the WCA Partnership. I'd like to start by wishing you all well in your communities and hoping that you are managing to get through the challenges that we're all facing all around the world right now as best you possibly can. Every day we hear from our partners who operate in over 40 countries around the world about the challenges that they're facing, and this is clearly a very, very difficult time. It's also an opportunity. I think we're all realizing that this is a time where we're all being forced to take a pause, think about the way that we live our lives, and think about what's sustainable for the future. This is a shock, but it's a shock that happened. Coronavirus is something that happened as a result of us putting too many wild animals into a marketplace in China and allowing a disease to transfer from one animal to another. And it should never have happened because of the way that we mistreat animals, both wild and in captivity around the world. And we really need to think about how we change that. Concerns that we have at the WCA and across the WCA Partnership are very much for whales and dolphins in captivity right now. The captive whale and dolphin industry, the zoo and aquarium industry, like all forms of tourism, is at high risk right now, and there's a potential for many establishments to close down, and we are really worried about what might happen to those animals. We're also concerned about animals in the wild. Many critical habitats, both in our oceans and on land, and some of the charismatic animals that we like to go and see through tourism in them: gorillas, whales, dolphins, whale sharks, turtles, depend on tourism money, the tourism dollar, and the local economy and the people who live in those places depend on those funds to be able to survive, and those funds have really disappeared overnight in many parts of the world. And for our partners who are unable to be out on the water watching whales and dolphins, studying them, or taking customers to see them and to educate people about whales and dolphins and the marine environment, their eyes are no longer on the ocean. So that means that we don't have anywhere near a good idea as to what's happening to these animals and the threats that they may face. So these are worrying times, but I want to also assure you that the WCA Partnership, our partners across those 40 countries, are an incredible group of people. I mean, they are all working at grassroots level, running charities, businesses, working in their spare time to protect whales and dolphins, and they are amongst the most imaginative, inventive, ingenious, clever, and caring people that I've ever had the privilege to work with. And if anybody can help to protect whales and dolphins and their habitats during a difficult time, it is the people of the WCA Partnership and the communities that they work with. So I think that's a massive plus. But for many of our partners, times have never been so difficult. We're really worried about their livelihoods, whether they can continue to do the important work that they do right now. And we want to send a message out to our incredible volunteer and supporter base around the world to say, if you can spare something, just a small amount of funds to donate to the WCA Partnership, then we will redistribute those funds across the partnership to our partners where they most need it to continue to do their important work to protect whales and dolphins, to protect the communities that work in coastal areas near these animals, and to ensure that coming out of the coronavirus pandemic, our partners are in a position to be able to build sustainable, environmentally friendly places where people are passionate and respectful about these animals and our incredible ocean habitats, and want to live sustainably alongside them. that's the future that we can still potentially build. It's the future that our WCA partnership is absolutely the most well connected and capable of delivering. So we don't want to lose those partners right now. We have to hold on to them. We have to support them as best we can, and anything you can do to help us to be able to achieve that would be gratefully received right now, for us, for our communities, and for whales and dolphins across the planet. I want to finish just by saying stay safe, but also if you are able, get out in nature. Now's the time to enjoy it. Stay healthy, try and stay happy in your communities. Let's help each other, and thank you so much for your time. Thank you.